Hello everyone, Psychic Medium Karina Webb here for another week on the Spiritual Events Directory. Welcome, welcome. Welcome everyone who may be joining me tonight. I'm going to be talking about health, a little bit about health. You know, it's not easy to keep our health to the best that we can, but you know, tonight I just feel like I'm going to do that. I'm just going to talk a little bit about health tonight. So I'm just waiting for a few to jump on there, and I shall get talking about that. Okay. So hope you have all had a good week, this week. And hello everyone for joining us. I've got a sore throat again. I've been talking too much. I need to stop talking, and that's not good. So anyway, hello Georgia, hello Therese, hello Sandra, hello Janelle. How are you? Thank you for joining us. Now tonight, I'm going to let you all know that I will only be here for about another 5 weeks. So I'm really going to enjoy this time that we have, okay, while I'm here. So someone else will be stepping in to spread their beautiful light upon you at this time. After 5 weeks, so in 6 weeks' time, there will be somebody else coming on board. So hopefully you'll be able to learn some amazing stuff from them as well. So I just thought I better let you know. I probably will do some lives on my page from time to time. So if you want to follow me there, that's fine. So you know, I just thought I'd better let you all know that I will be letting you know in the weeks to come if you haven't come on. And so I'm just going to say hello to some more here, just so that we're accustomed to who's here. Melissa, hi, Annika, hi Shelley, and I'm just still got a sore throat this week. So yes, so tonight we're going to talk about health. You know, how well are you going with your health? And it's a question that we can all ask ourselves. How's our health going? And you know, sometimes our health and well-being is the marking point to our whole inner self, our whole being, our whole you know, spiritual self as well, and what is happening with us internally as well. And so, you know, if we are creating some experiences within our life that may not be necessarily you know, positive, so our health wise, we feel like, you know, some things are going on that we're not sure what's happening. You know, we have the doctor. Yes, we can go to the doctor, but we have to understand that each and every one of us is the doctor within, and we are certainly quite capable of detecting of what's happening and what's going on. Because I think we get the, you know, if we're a bit more plugged in, Spirit certainly lets us know with what's happening. And, you know, tonight I want to talk about, you know, I talk with clients about different things. And one of them that is always sort of getting brought up is about, you know, the symptoms that they have in their life. And so, you know, whether it is they're having headaches, or whether they're having, you know, they're creeping up to menopause, or even if they're not in menopause, then they might be having hot flushes, or they might be having, you know, fluctuations in their, you know, their menstrual periods, or, you know, there's so many different symptoms that we can have as a woman. And I'm not just, you know, I'm not just singling in here just to women, because I know men have health issues too, and of course not menstrual or anything like that. But I'm just saying, you know, we can sort of just come to that understanding that, you know, I know men do have symptoms of their own, but women, I feel, have a lot more, because we go through childbirth and we go through, you know, the adolescence, we go through menopause, we go through all these stages of our lives. And then we have got, as mothers and women, we have to try and get ourselves back on the track, and we have to, you know, still soldier on, and we sometimes feel like as though, you know, people don't understand us, because, you know, no one's going to understand us, because they're not going through what you go through. So, you know, I'm sure that many women who may be watching here tonight, or you may know someone who has been going through different symptoms in their lives. You know, insomnia is another one. You know, a lot of people not sleeping very well, and or they're just feeling quite moody, or they're feeling they have depression, or they may be feeling like as though they don't know how to get on with their life. They feel maybe they're stuck or something, or maybe they feel like as though I'm internally going crazy, or I feel like I've got infection down in the reproductive system and I can't get rid of it. You know, a lot of women having discharges. There's a lot of things that we can go on and on and on and on and on about, and I think women tend to get quite, you know, shy about talking about it as well, because they don't understand, and they can go to the doctor and the doctor can say, oh, here's a tablet and take this and you'll be fine, you know. But I think that as women, we have to all join together and understand that we are all going through some form of something in our lives that's not making our body as sound or as balanced, if you like, as it should be. And, you know, what I can really just gather from where I am, being in my 50s, is that, and of course, you know, going from 50s to 60s, you're in your menopause, menopause state. And sometimes, you know, people in their 40s can go through that menopause state as well. Everybody's individually different, but I know a lot of people get pain through their periods, you know, through their menstrual cycle, and they don't even have one. You know what I'm saying? There's all these different things that are going on, and as I said, I think we should pull together and talk more about this, because I think there's a lot of women out there that are struggling with the process of not dealing with their body changing, and, you know, of course, then that affects their mental state of mind as well. And, you know, I think that especially when women are facing, you know, the very common symptoms that we have today, which is headaches, and, you know, dryness, whether it's dryness of the skin or whether it's dryness of the vagina. Hey, we are going a bit, you know, on the sexual side of things, but look, at the end of the day, we just got to get it out. But, you know, whatever dryness is going on, all these symptoms that we're having here, or women have had, it's all about hormonal imbalance. To some degree, there's hormonal imbalance, okay? And you cannot say that you can't have that hormonal imbalance, because there's a lot of changes that us women go through. And then if we're having children, we go through much more, you know, and then we think to ourselves, oh my gosh, you know, all these symptoms are happening to me. What's going on? You know, I'm putting on weight, or I'm just feeling not right in the head. I'm not feeling right in the body. And sometimes you can't even put a word to it. Do you know what I mean? Because you feel like, you know, you want someone to understand you. You want to be able to be understood. And I think a lot of women do understand, possibly those who may, you know, I do hear of some people saying, some women saying, menopause, it's a breeze, you know, going through the change of life is fantastic. I've never had any problems whatsoever. Well, you know, great if they have. And I think that each and every woman will be going through something, and it probably just hasn't caught up on them just yet. And truly does depend on your lifestyle. It truly does depend on your dietary requirements and what you take internally. Excuse me, I've got a bit of a cough. And I'm just getting over a cough myself. So, and you know, there's a good example of myself. I've been letting myself get a little bit run down, and so that's also about the imbalance within me. It's about the imbalance of not being more connected to source, and I think it's okay, but as long as we acknowledge it and know we've got to get back on again. It's a long story short. I have a twin brother that I'm having concern about his health, and if you know anything about the health of a twin or of close sibling, triplets, or anything like that, we do certainly take on. I think in the DNA we do certainly take on something, even if we don't want to. I do recall a lot of that when we were very young. If we were in separate rooms and we were, you know, one was sick, the other one was sick too, and so there's some stuff going on there, and we just need to go work with that. But that's a separate thing, was what I'm talking about tonight. So just getting back to us as women, you know, we do need to address that it's okay that we have what we have. However, we have to understand that there is help out there. We can do what is necessary for us. Most women go to the doctors. They may get hormonal replacement treatment that can help them with the estrogen, progesterone, and testosterone to help those levels come up, which can be helpful, but some do have quite big side effects. Some do not. It just depends on the person. But you know, we not just as women, but as a society, we have failed to really look after ourselves, I believe, as in the diet factor, because we have such a big food chain of food out there in the supermarkets that we can have anything we like, and we go for the very quick and easy stuff that's very affordable, but also very quick and easy, that we can just either heat up or quickly throw in the fry pan and mix together. And so, you know, as we've just aged, going through the changes of life and different stages of our life, we are losing those three hormones that I just mentioned, which is the estrogen, progesterone, and testosterone. And so we then we've got to put that back in. So as I said, going to the doctor, we can get that sorted by going to the doctor with hormonal replacement, or we can do it via our food source. You know, so to get those in, we need to do eating a lot more greens. I know that's not something you want to hear, but eating a lot more greens, where you could either put that into a smoothie, okay, or you can eat it just as whole as a big as a big bowl of something and throw other things in with it. You know, your good sources, your kale and your spinach and your silver beet, because there are three really major dark greens there to get in, and they're going to help you certainly in the estrogen part of it for your hot flushes and things like that are certainly going to be very good. And we need a lot more fatty acids. We do need a lot more fatty acids. Like, I mean, it's like I know this might sound weird, but if we just got ourselves you know, a bottle of olive oil or something and for the day, that might seem ridiculous, but at the end of the day, women need a lot more fatty acids. So the more fatty acids we get in, the better off it is. And look, some can get them from such as oils. They can get it from flaxseed seeds, but you know, how many flax seeds are you going to eat in a day? You need to eat a lot, you know, and unless you're going to sprinkle them on your meals or something like that. So avocados, fantastic avocados, you know, but I would only probably recommend one avocado a day for that. So, you know, just getting your good fatty acids in. You know, a lot of people talk about getting your tofu in, your soy products in. You know, if you want to, you can. I don't necessarily recommend soy products. I think there's been a lot of problems with soy over the years. And for those who do plant-based and think, you know, tofu is fantastic, well, then great. But at the end of the day, I want to go back to more of the basics and sort of sticking to the fruit. We talked about the avocado, but also we're talking about the berries. You know, all the berries you can under the sun that you can think of. You know, boysenberries, blueberries, strawberries, blackberries. Oh gosh, I don't know, so many other more berries. You could probably think a few there. But lots of berries is really good too, and that's a great balancing for the hormones as well, in your estrogen and also progesterone as well. Overall, you know, we need to get more balance in there, okay? And I know you can go to the doctor as well to get, you know, creams that you can put on them. You know, that I don't know if they really work or not. You could try them and see if they work. But at the end of the day, you've got to find some level of peace, because you don't want to have yourself going through symptoms that you truly don't want to have. And this is why I say come back to the diet, because the diet is so very important in order to, you know, to get that balance of your hormones happening. And, you know, sometimes, you know, you might say, oh, well, today I'm going to eat the greens and tomorrow I won't. Well, the thing is if you're going through such a, you know, if you're going through such big level of, say, for example, you're having a headache every day, right? Well, you'd want to eat it every day, wouldn't you? So that, you know, it's like if you've had your symptoms, you know, for 5 years, you'd want to keep it up every day, because it's probably going to take about 5 months to get yourself through that process, you know, of getting well again. So it's a healing process, and our food is our healing structure for our body. So we need to be able just to be patient with it and work with it. You know what I'm saying? So I think you know, it's really, really, really important. What was I going to say? Oh yeah, and that's right. And water. You know, lots of water. Some people don't like to drink water, but you know, drink water with something. Or if it's cold and you don't want to drink water warm. You know, drink as much water as you can possibly drink. It is so important too, to not only just flushing the body, but it's also hydrating the body as well. You know, we've been through a lot through the stages of our womanhood there, and so we do need that extra water as well. you know, it's really about looking after ourselves and what we know our body needs more. You know, there's a lot of thing out there that people say, you know, don't have too much salt, you know, don't have too much of something else, you know. I just think you've just got to go with what your body, you feel like your body may be craving, you know. And it probably wouldn't hurt you to go and get some kind of liquid minerals of some kind, you know, because at least then you know you would not be craving any particular either sweets or savouries, you know, or breads and pastas and things like that. But, you know, just having the hormones out of balance, you really do want to, you know, get the minerals in, the liquid minerals in each day. And that's just a bit of added as well. So you know that you're getting all of your minerals in, which is very helpful as well. You know, so that's another way. And I know women do struggle, you know, out there with a lot of these symptoms of menopause, and not only just menopause, but just the changes that we go through, even with our menstrual cycle as well, and irregular cycle as well. So, you know, we're looking at a total imbalance here, and you know, call it what you will, but at the end of the day, if you're not, if you don't have the balance within, okay, then how are you going to have the balance within to connect with spirit, you know? So you're going to be finding that quite more difficult. And so I truly just think that it just takes a process of every day just making sure that you have good, adequate diet, not so much of the junk. And look, I always think it's 95% of the good and 5% of the not so. And when we do that, we can be more healthier inside, okay? And we have come into this society where we can just go, oh, you know, let's go to the bakery and just get something that is yummy, and it's all good and well. But what happens is when we get that yummy item from the bakery or wherever, it does bring our hormones all out of whack even more, our insulin levels, the whole works, and we don't want that either. So why are you craving that in the first place? And it all comes back to that imbalance. You see what I'm saying? And again, it might be coming back to the fact you might be needing some minerals, and that's why I said go into having some minerals in the liquid form. That can help you too, as well. And it might even stop some of the headaches that or migraines that some people do have as well. So something to think about there. So if you're finding that you may be going through, you know, fluctuations with your menstrual cycle, and you don't know where you're at with that, or you may be feeling like you're going through menopause, or you're perimenopause, or you're in menopause, or you're just out of menopause, or whatever, or maybe you might even be in your 20s, hey, and you're just putting on a lot of weight. You know, they say sometimes, oh, well, 20-year-olds aren't going to have hormonal imbalance. Well, who said that? Who said that? Just because they're that age doesn't mean they don't have. So it's really just coming back to finding out. You can either go to the doctors and get yourself tested for that, okay? And once you know, you can either go with the doctor and get some kind of hormonal replacement or creams or whatever, or you can do it yourself and work with yourself in your own way, with your own diet, and just help yourself with that. Okay, so I'm going to leave it there. So something to think about for, you know, if you're going through anything, or if you know of anyone that may be going through something that can help them with that as well. All right. Okay, so I'm just going to do some readings now. Now, see who else is joining us. Hi, Melissa. Hi, Shelley. Hi, Shane. sore throat. Hi, Liz. Hi, Sarah. Okay, so I'm being asked to stop at Liz Archer. Okay, so this is why Liz Spirit has guided me to stop there with you, and I'll just read your message out. And you said that that you've had a tooth problem for nearly a year, and it seems like the dentist, you've been to the dentist 8 times and they still don't know, okay, what the problem is, okay? Now, to my own knowledge, and as I'm starting to talk, Spirit will step with me and talk with me, giving me some guidance there. But what I do know there, Liz, is that the teeth, okay, is all, and especially in your situation here that you are letting me know about with the dentist there, and you've been back 8 times, okay, I believe you have a very well-rooted, let's call it, a well-rooted situation in your life that has either been in your life for quite a while and you can't seem to move on from it, or you're still allowing it to bother you in your life even though it's gone. And I don't know if you understand what I am trying to say there, okay? But the thing is your tooth or teeth, okay, in that area will not necessarily be pain-free unless you resolve the problem or the situation, if you like, that is coming to the forefront, which is coming to you right now here in this time in your life, to have you address it. So at the end of the day, let's put it in a very simple nutshell. You've got something that's bothering you, or something in your life it's been in the past, and if it's way down the back, okay, it's been way in your past, okay? If it's more up the front, I don't know where your tooth is that you're having problems with, but either way, you've had this situation been bothering you, and you don't know how to move on from it. And I can guarantee you, when you sort that issue out, okay, everything within your gums, or the inflammation, will start to, just start to go away, and you'll start to feel like, oh, I don't have a tooth problem anymore. So I don't know what your problem is. I'm not connecting with Spirit on this, but I'm just knowing that there is an area here in your life where you feel like it's still a hindrance. It's still whacking you in the face, so to speak. And it's really bothering you because you've gone back to the dentist 8 times. They can't sort it out, and they're never going to sort it out. Only you're going to sort it out, darling. And when you've sorted it out, it'll either go away, and you'll be able to come back to the dentist and he'll have it fixed. But if he can't find the tooth that's the problem, then this is more deep-rooted than you'll ever know. It's deeper than your tooth. It's internally, my love. Okay? So something you're going to have to, and you might go, well, I don't kind of know what that problem will be. Well, I just want you thinking about that. Okay? Just want you broadening that whole thought pattern about what has been on your mind, or what is something that has been bothering you for quite some time that you need to either let go, okay, or either say, what's done is done, that's it, I can't do anything about it, and I've got to let go and move on, because it's still going to be there with you for a long time, okay, until you sort it. All right, I'm going to leave it there, Liz. Thank you for working with me tonight. Thank you for jumping on. Now, okay. Hi, Petra. Hi, Angela. Hi, Tina. Hi, Kat. I love your little stickers, Kat. Hi, Natasha. Hi, Bo. Hi, Tracy. Okay, I'm coming to Bo. Okay. Why I'm coming to you, I don't know, Bo, but I'm coming to you. All right. I'm just being shown something here. Interesting what they're kind of showing me here. Okay, so what I'm feeling with you, Bo, either you or someone around you, okay, is it's like the whole life is changing around the internal self, because it has to internally be first before it's external. So what we're seeing here is you're changing internally. So there's lots of changes going to be coming around you there, Bo. But what I also see is that you're going to be looking after your internal self. You're going to be looking after your outer package as well. That means you're going to be shining a lot more. You're going to be finding yourself being like the center of attention. You're going to, I also see that you're going to be looking after yourself more. You're going to be putting good foods in, so a better diet here. I see the fork and the knife, okay, so I see the preparation of foods. So I see that there will be more structure around that. I see that you'll be wanting to make that a little bit more profound in your life, you know. And I also see that will just ripple out to the rest of yourself, you know what I mean? And then that will give you amazing more inspiration to do much more in your life, if that makes more sense to you. But I do see these changes are good changes. These are really good changes for you, Bo. So this got to come from within first, though. Okay, so that internal change is coming out. I just see that you're going to be looking after your internal self, looking after your external self, worrying about what you're eating, worrying about, not worrying, but you know what I mean, just having that concept that you've got to be better in that area. And then and I'm actually seeing very good results from that as well. Okay, so I feel this is good for you, and I feel that you're on the right path, or you will be on the right path with this. Okay, and I also see a star above that as well, which shows me you are going to be shining brighter. Okay, so that also then when you shine brighter, your light shines bright, that means people see you. You have more what we see as opportunities coming in for you to take when they come forward. So this looks very, very good for you, Bo. So that's it for you, my darling, and thank you for joining us tonight. Okay, beautiful energy you have, and thank you for joining us. Hi, Cynthia. Hi, Petra. Hi, Christy. Katerina. Hi, Cheryl. Tracy, Lizzie, hi Joan. Okay, I think I'm not sure if I'm saying it right. Is it Petra? Is it Petra? I'm going to come to you there, Petra. Okay. It is something you've been having some concern about there, Petra, or someone around you's had concern. I want to show you by what I'm seeing here in my mind's eye is that there's a trail of like petals coming down. They're showing me flowers coming down. So I feel that a situation that may have brought you some either concern or may have brought you some grieving time or something here. I just feel that this is, I just feel everything is just going to be softening for you, going to be more pleasant for you. And I feel they're also showing me like autumn leaves, which is quite interesting because we're not even in autumn. But who knows? It could be where you are. I don't know. But I just see that this is a very good time for you. I feel also you have been, going through some moments where you haven't been going through such a great time, and I just feel, they're showing me that long road ahead. There's going to be lots of opportunities coming on the sides of the road. So I feel, don't try to be disheartened with the way things are. Things will start to come into your vibration. Okay, just start to stand a bit proud and of what you've overcome and where you're going, and everything will start panning out the way it's meant to be. If you understand what I mean by that, I feel this is good where you're going to be heading. Okay, and you're going to be out of that mundane part of life where you felt like everything was not going to plan for you, or not going the way you wanted it to go. And what are we in? We're in September. I feel April. Something's heading towards April is good for you. So it's going to be something where it's like you're going to be able to breathe a lot better. You're going to feel like life is a lot better. So try to hang in there, okay? We really do hope you can, and just keep that vibration up, okay? So I'm going to leave it there for you, Petra. So thank you for joining us, all right? I just want to send you lots of love. I want to send you, all goodness for you, darling, all goodness for you. All right, darling? Okay, take care. Oh, I understand. Oh, right. So your dog. So I'm just reading through. I was just going down there, and I noticed you said your dog Daisy passed away in April. So we're not Spirit's not connecting with me with loved ones, and of course animals come through too. But so that's why they've let me know that we're just sending you love, and everything will be fine. And obviously April, you might be much better by next April, because last April was a sad time for you with your dog. So yes, and we just want you to know that things will be looking up. Do you understand? We know you can't see that far ahead right now, but we want to let you know things will get better. All right? Okay, thanks, Petra. All right. Hi, Raywin. Okay, I'm stopping with you, Raywin. Just grab a drink there for a moment. Yeah, please, you don't have a reading yet. Okay, so Rowan, what I'm seeing with you, darling, I feel like it's like, hurry up, snap to it, snap to it, snap to it. Go, go, go. Now is the time for you to go. You must go. What are you waiting for? Truly, what are you waiting for? It's like Spirit has shown you the avenue where you're needing to go, but I feel like as though you're feeling like you're waiting for one more thing. I can't go. I've got to wait for one more thing. No, go. Go. Okay. And I feel this is in your, your business area, work related, something here is that you can go now, darling. You don't need to go later. You don't need to wait for that one thing. You need to go now. Okay. So it's about starting the process of doing what you are loving to do. And you don't need to really wait for anything, because Spirit has you and working with you, helping you, guiding you on this. So it just seems, why are you waiting? Why are you halting? Okay, when they showed me the horse with the halter and he's stopping there, that's telling me that you're in that halt place. You don't need to be. Go. Okay, I'm going to leave it there for you. Okay, Rowan? Thank you for joining us. Oh, goodness. Hi, Stephanie. Hello, lovely. How are you? So those who are just coming in late, I'm just letting you know that I'll have 5 weeks of the shows coming up. So the end of the end of October, I think it is end of October or something, might be 5 or 6 weeks. End of October is my last time. So you'll have some lovely person coming on around this time to join you and tell you all about their wonderful things. And just letting you know, it's just been fabulous that you have joined with me in this love and light together. So very amazing. So, but yes, looking forward to the rest of the weeks. Okay. Okay, so Stephanie. Okay, I'm coming to you, Stephanie. Stephanie Jane. All right. Okay, let's see what we. Yeah. Okay. I'm just checking. I think I was getting guided to someone else then. But never mind. I'm going to go with you anyway, Stephanie. Okay. All right, darling. All right. Okay. Look, with you, Stephanie, I see it's time for change. Okay. I feel it's also not only time for change, but I also feel it's time to get moving on with the things that need to be done. It's like there's a big energy coming behind you. I feel, what are you waiting for? Okay. Why are you sort of procrastinating? Don't you feel it's time to move on now? Actually, I have another lady that comes and steps in here with you that may be wanting to work with you or maybe wanting to do something with you. All right. So, take advantage of this lady stepping on in here with you, because I feel that together you can do something quite good, I also gather that you may not have been very well either, Stephanie. So just look on how your your overall health is, and if you hadn't caught with me at the start of the video, then you can go back on the replay there, later on the Spirits of spiritual events directory, couldn't get it out then, and you can have a look there. But we just feel a bit of an overhaul for your well-being as well. This is the time to really start looking after yourself. Okay, there's Stephanie. I'm going to leave it there, darling, and take care. Okay. Hi, Anne-Marie. Hello. Okay, Kat. Hi, Kat. How are you? Always love your lovely little stickers. Now, I'm not sure you have a man in your life, or if you have a man that's going to be coming in your life, or he's around at the moment. I just feel there's a whole blossoming, okay, of a relationship. Do you understand, Kat? So if you already have yourself a man, that's great. I feel there's going to be a bigger energy around that. I feel that you're going to be in sync with each other, and something will blossom to more love for you there. And if you don't have anyone as we speak, I feel be open. Now's the time to be open, okay, for the love to just flood on in, darling, because you know why I say that? Because you're already in a place of love, darling. Your whole auric field, it has pure love, and all of your colors that I can see right now is beautiful, but also I see a lot of love color as well. So I really think you're letting the love in now, and not only love of just, you know, partnership sort of there, but I also think love of everybody. You know, you're just allowing everyone to come. And I also want to applaud you from Spirits In, as you've been really working hard on your internal self to be a more, you know, not necessarily spiritual person, but to just be more of your true self. And that takes sometimes a bit of a process to be your true self. And so at the moment, Kat, we just want to say to you, Dal, you know, congratulations for the work you've been doing over a period of time to be where you are today. And I don't feel, you know, maybe anyone's told you that, or maybe, you know, you don't know to be told that, but we're here to let you know, all right? So remember that the love is coming in. It's a really strong impact of love. So if you already have someone in your life, it's only going to get stronger for you. And if you don't, just allow that beautiful abundance of love coming in, okay, for you, because you deserve it. I really do know you deserve it, because I can just see your whole aura. It's just beautiful. And if you've worked to that place of love, you can only bring love in. And you are a true, beautiful soul being that many see as a beautiful light. And any that don't see that love from you, well, they're not there at your vibration, love, all right? So I'm going to leave that with you. So just open yourself up to more of that love, because you are love, and a stronger, more love is coming forward for you, darling. So embrace it and love it, all right? Thank you for joining us. And something about meditation, I think you've been meditating or something. Just keep that meditation up. It's beautiful. All right, love? Okay. Okay. Oh. I don't know why, but I'm just seeing. Oh. I've seen birthday cakes. Birthday cakes and candles. Okay, Brooke, I'm coming to you, darling. Now, when I connect with you, Brooke, I see, I hear, and I see instruments. So I hear instruments and I see instruments. I can hear the piano playing and I can hear trumpet. Yep, and a clarinet. So this tells me, this tells me about you're either a very musical person or you love having music in your life, all right? And this could be something that, I don't know if you're a young person or older, I'm not really sure. But what I wanted to just say to you is that, when we have music in our life, it's really just about, being more in tune with who we are. Okay, so even if you do not choose to play any instruments, or possibly having more music into your life will give you a bit more peace in yourself, but also help you go through any, like I'm seeing, either study or paperwork or something that you're doing, and that just helps you with that. Do you understand? So when you're doing something online, or you're just doing something, having some music coming in the background can be very helpful. And this is for you, Brooke. So I just feel this is something that they just want to embark with you to just either have or to do more of, that can help you with that. And I feel study. I don't know if you're doing the study at the moment. No, I feel these two things can come hand in hand to help you. All right there. I'm going to leave it there, Brooke. Thank you very much for joining us. I've got 2 songs, okay. It's really interesting. I'm not connecting with anyone at the moment, but I've got 2 songs, one after the other, that I'm singing, all right? So the first one is, he's got the whole world in his hand. He's got the whole wide world in his hand. Okay, so if you know that song, great. And if it resonates with you, great. And the other song I have is Happy Birthday to You. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, whoever. Happy birthday to you. Happy hooray. Happy hooray. So there are the 2 songs that came in, okay, just now, as I'm not really connecting with anyone. So, but if you're having a birthday today, or if you're having a birthday in the next few days, or next week, that's for you. I'm wishing you a happy birthday, singing you a happy birthday song from the spirit world, okay? And the other one was, he's got the whole world in his hands, okay? That's funny, actually. Very funny. Very funny, funny, funny. Makes me laugh sometimes, the things that they bring in. Okay. Come on. I'm wanting spirit to stop me. Okay. So, Natasha, I'm going to connect with you, darling, because they've asked me to stop. I am going through a lot of changes and have to move. And I'd like some insight, please. Feeling fragile because of the in-laws. Okay, so Natasha, love, just coming from my perspective, and as I speak, Spirit will talk, connect in with me here. I feel that there has been quite a lengthy time where you haven't been your true self, all right? You have not only just been your true self with your in-laws, but I also feel you haven't been your true self in general. What I mean by that, Natasha, is that you feel like there's been a little bit of some roadblocks, which has then put your self-esteem down, which then has allowed you to say, well, okay, well, I will just stay in a place where I'm not seen or heard or anything like that, love. And what we want to say to you very clearly here, darling, it's time for you to find your voice. And this is the throat chakra here. So it's time for you now to start to use it, okay? But when you use it, you don't use it in a manner of disrespect. You be assertive, but you also be loving, okay? And so the two together can come together, okay, and let people here on earth, it doesn't matter who they are, darling, it lets them know who you are as a soul being, okay? So what I want to firstly say, whether it's your in-laws or whether it's another soul here, it's time for you to stand up, darling. It's truly time for you to stand up and speak your truth with love, okay? It has to be with love, because if you, and assertiveness, you know, because if you come from a place of, you know, disrespect, nastiness, well, that's what you're going to get back. And I don't feel that's the type of person you are, darling. But from this end, we want you to be more assertive. We want you to be able to have that power within. We want to get that solar plex power, bring it in, and just be able to speak your truth. All right? So what I'm wanting you to do there, Natasha, is ask the spirit world to give you the power to be able to talk, okay? Because I feel there's been a while you haven't been able to speak your truth, darling. And when you do that, then they will give you the courage to be able to speak. All right? It takes huge, you know, soulness to be able to get that out, what you want to say. And I feel you haven't been able to do this for some time. So that's number one, okay? Now, you did talk about your moving. You said something about going through changes, and I'm having to move. And, of course, you're talking about being fragile with your in-laws. Yes, I understand you can be fragile. Look, I understand you can be very fragile. It takes maturity to growth of the internal self, okay? But that's where we said to come back to the throat, okay? To get that true self to speak it's your truth there, okay? But coming back to, I don't feel, when you're talking about you're moving, but you don't feel like I'm feeling a bit awkward about going where I'm going on, can you trust the spirit world that they've already got it planned for you, darling? That all you need to do is follow your guidance? And sometimes that can be the most hardest thing that we can ever do, is number one, know that the spirit world is looking after you and finding the right place for you, okay? And all you need to do is follow the guidance, follow the signs, follow the insights, the messages that are downloaded within you, and follow those impulsive moments when you go, oh, I've got to do this. They're the things you've got to follow. All right? And what I feel is at the moment, with you having a little bit of fear and not being able to speak your truth with your in-laws, you may not want to be able to connect to spirit in the sense of hearing their guidance. What I would like you to do is to say to the spirit world, can you please look after the in-laws, that situation, so that you don't have to look after it anymore. And to give me the power and the strength within to be able to speak my truth and speak what I know I need to do. and everything will come in the right manner for you. I know that. Okay, I want to say that the changes that are coming forward for you, Natasha, and the move that's going to happen, I feel it's a good one. I feel it's a good one. So I don't feel like, oh, when you get there, it's not good. You know what I'm saying? So I feel good in this, love, and I feel that you've just got to go with the flow with it. And I feel that you don't like to be uprooted. You like to be, you're a very grounded person. But just trust that Spirit has not only your back, but they have the situation under control. You've just got to listen to the guidance and go where you need to go with that guidance. All right, Natasha? I'm going to leave it there, darling. Remember, if you feel you can't use your throat chakra in the manner that you want, ask Spirit, help me speak my truth. You can get a blue stone crystal if you want to and stick it in your hand. But ask the spirit world. I feel that's better. And they will help you speak it in honestly and lovingly in the manner that you know you need to do. All right? Thank you for joining us tonight, Natasha. Okay, I do have to go. I can't believe it. The time is running out on me. So thank you, everyone, for joining me. If you didn't get to see the start of the show, talking about your health and hormones and everything like that, go back to the start and have a look. And just know that I think it's about 6 weeks, 4 or 5, 6 weeks, something like that. I think it's at the end of October. I will be finishing up here on the Spiritual Event Directory, and I feel quite sad, but I know that some wonderful person is coming in to take my place, and that will be amazing. So until then, I will see you next week. Thank you, everyone, for all your messages. Thank you, everyone, for touching base with your love with me, and I will see you next week. Bye for now.